Good morning everyone, Priareos Kerensky for what looks like a blast from the past, as I will unbox the Dragon Box of Gunlord, a Dreamcast title by Dev.Team, a group of developers well known for releasing games on out-of-production formats. Just like Last Hope, Gunlord was developed with the Neo Geo hardware in mind and then ported to the Dreamcast. The Neo Geo version cost silly amounts of money, so I had to settle with the Dragon Box, which, to my surprise, came with a cardboard tube. A bad habit of mine is not reading what's inside special editions, but let's get on and see what this collector's edition offers. Illustrations for Gunlord are top-notch, and the front cover doesn't disappoint, where the titular Gunlord and a hot chick battle a dragon with a gun, shooting a dragon-shaped purple lightning bolt. If it wasn't clear enough that the collector's editions has a thing or two for dragons, the right side will remember you that this edition's name is Dragon Box. Top side, and we have some legal stuff along with the Dev.Team's logo and the reminder that this game is region-free, but more on this later. Bottom side, and you've got some Japanese text, just like the back. I don't really know what this means, but I think it's a recap of the game's story. Left side, and there are two cases showing, one labeled Limited Edition. They are two versions of Gunlord, the standard and the limited package. This is a rather strange decision, as the game on those discs should be exactly the same, with the limited edition having the soundtrack CD as an extra. There we go. Gunlord Limited Edition. A postcard entry stickers, and the standard edition. The postcard shows the Gunlord and I guess the girl from the box cover after their ordeal is done, and I guess that the Gunlord doesn't just wear an armor, is just like that. The three stickers are just a portion of various covers, except for this one. Here we go with the standard edition. A fiery cover introduces us to the game, but the title is somewhat lost. Gold and red letters over an explosion don't really make it stand out, but the title is well recognizable from the spine. The back cover shows some Japanese text and 4 screenshots, which do not really live up to the art seen so far, except for the bigger sprites and the backgrounds. Now, it's very easy to spot one huge difference between this back cover and everything else I've covered up till now. Technical details and legal stuff is kept to a minimum, with just a small box for telling you that this is a single-player game, the arcade stick is supported, there is a save feature for the VMU, and it's compatible with VGA boxes. The lowest part says that the Dreamcast is a registered trademark of Sega Corporation and that the game is region-free. That's because Gunlord is not an official release and the Dreamcast went out of production years ago, so Dev.Team had the freedom not to tie the game to a specific region, but this also means that the game is on a standard CD-ROM and not the Dreamcast proprietary format, the GD-ROM. So if you have one of the later Dreamcast revisions, you might want to check if your console is able to run CD-ROMs before buying this game. Time to crack the box open. And nothing out of the ordinary. Game on the right, manual on the left. Please let it be in color. And yes, it is! Looks like the manual is in Japanese and English and starts off with the story, which I guess it will be as cheesy as possible. Let's see. Finally, after a dramatic battle, the evil Empire was destroyed. The captain of the Z-42 Warpstar, Vanessa Gaiden, escaped and returned to celebrate her victory, but she never made it home, missing in action to this very day. But out of nowhere, a new evil has burst into the galaxy. A mysterious planet lord called the Master. The Master can create and control evil beings made of steel. These beings, the Lords of Steel, are evil creatures terrorizing the galaxy and enslaving humans by absorbing their souls. While our hero Gordian Gaiden searches for his newly wed wife Vanessa, He feels an evil presence, the Master. Gordian dons his Gunlord suit, jumps in his planet shuttle and dives into the atmosphere of the planet Kairos II. What evil creatures and adventures are awaiting him? Will he find Vanessa? So yeah, it's cheesy. And it's a bit disjointed as well, but when did Vanessa and Gordian marry if she was missing for a long time? Anyway, there is a list of the 9 stages. I wonder if they are all. Controls description. And what exactly is the C button when the Dreamcast buttons are A, B, X and Y? Wait a moment. Well, there is a C button on Sega's official arcade stick, but this still doesn't fully explain the movements. The layout is far from difficult. I guess everything will be clear when I play the game. Illustration without English text, and concept art for various enemies. To close with the credits. Well, I guess the game won't be the most complex thing on earth, but at least showing off weapons, you know, in a game called Gunlord you need to put weapons in the manual, but I'm really glad the manual is in full color and shows some more art. Time for the limited edition, and I guess that the blonde girl is Vanessa. The title once again is a bit lost on the cover, but I prefer this style to the standard edition's cover, despite Vanessa's face looks a bit funny. The back follows the same pattern as the standard edition and changes 3 screenshots out of 4. Still no English text, but thanks to Z-42 it's clear that this block tells the story of the game. Game and manual cover are the same as before. And the manual is exactly the same. No indications on how many tracks are on the CD, quick trip to the PC. There are 22 tracks and the CD is registered in the Grace Note DB. There are 4 remixes and tracks on the disc are perfectly in line with Dev.Team's previous productions. A lot of disco techno or whatever it is, not exactly my cup of tea. Let's see what the cube has inside. A poster. The sides are a bit damaged. Ah well, not 1 but 3 posters. They recreate the 3 covers from the Standard, Limited and Dragon editions. The Standard edition is the only portrait poster, the other 2 are landscapes. All of them are around 80 per 60 centimeters, so they should be A1 size. The damaged sides are a pity, but it's hardly noticeable, as the posters are all very colorful. To wrap up this unboxing, I'm quite pleased of the various extras found in the Dragon box of Gunlord. Having 2 identical manuals and games is a bit strange, and it would have been better with a case for the game and a case for the soundtrack CD, or just a case with the exclusive cover and everything inside. Soundtrack CDs are now a very common extra for all video games, and in this particular case it's the full soundtrack, an admirable feat, although the tracks themselves might not appeal everyone's tastes. The manual, although in full color, is a partial letdown. There isn't much in controls and game mechanics to explain, but it's completely barebone, and no matter how easy the controls are, mentioning the C button of the arcade stick without its pad counterpart when the main art on that page shows the joypad is a major mistake. There are also no extra instructions or weapons descriptions. The additional art is welcome, but the manual must explain as much as possible about the game, something not done here. At least it's in double language. something completely missed by the game cases, the box and even the posters. This game looks like a love song to Turrican, a game very famous in Europe, so throw European players a bone and do not stick to Japanese, but I do recognize that having double text on the posters, which by the way are gorgeous, would have spoiled the layout. Do I recommend the Dragon Box? Well, only if you get space where to hang the posters. If you don't, it's better to stick with the other two editions, and if Eurodance is not your style, go for the standard edition, you won't miss much. Stay tuned for the review of the game and some more unboxings. Briarios Kerensky, over and out.